The 32nd presidential election was held on November 5th, 1912. This election consisted of 6 parties. These parties were the Democratic, Progressive, Republican, Socialist, Prohibition, and Socialist Labor parties. The Republican Party chose President William Howard Taft as their presidential nominee and Vice President James S. Sherman as their vice presidential nominee. For the 4th time in a row, the Democratic Party chose William Jennings Bryan as their presidential nominee. That would be if we lived in a perfect world. In reality, the Democratic Party chose New Jersey Governor Woodrow Wilson as their presidential nominee, and Governor of Indiana Thomas R. Marshall as their vice presidential nominee. As Roosevelt was unhappy with the performance of Taft as president, he decided to run for a third party. The Progressive Party chose former President Theodore Roosevelt as their presidential nominee, and Governor of California Hiram Johnson as their vice presidential nominee. Roosevelt wanted the government to have strong regulations over the economy to prevent bad corporations from coming about. He discussed his dislike for the political establishment. Wilson believed the economy would regulate itself by having a free market. The philosophy behind this would be if there was a bad business, then people would boycott said business, and the business would go under. This sounds good on paper, but doesn't always work out in reality. Wilson believed that corporations should be broken up rather than regulated. As the anti-establishment and anti-corporate sentiment was picking up, Debs of the Socialist Party stated this in his largest speech, quote, "Only a year ago, working men were throwing decayed vegetables and rotten eggs at us, but now it's all changed. Eggs are too high. There is a great giant growing up in this country that will someday take over the affairs of this nation. He is a little giant, but he is growing fast. The name of this little giant is socialism." He believed that capitalism represented big business while socialism represented the people. On October 14th, Roosevelt was shot by John Schrank. This might be the best name for a political assassin I've ever heard. The bullet went through Roosevelt's eyeglasses case and his 50-page speech, slowing the bullet enough to prevent any critical damage from being done. And somehow this guy sounds more sane than most modern politicians. In the end, Woodrow Wilson ended up winning the election. He won 41.84% of the popular vote, which actually isn't too bad since this was a 3-way election.